Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show, where we cover all the political news fast. Why? Because I know you get sick of these commentators talking about the same thing, so let's go. Donald Trump has gained in polls. 5-point lead in Arizona. He leads Harris in key states of Georgia and North Carolina. You know what I personally think? I think he's winning everywhere. The Kamala train is going to be stuck at the depot on Election Day. Sherrod Brown now trails Bernie Moreno by 2 points in the Ohio Senate race. You know one reason what they do? I immediately start getting text messages from Sherrod Brown saying, "Come on, man, I'm losing. You got to give me money." You can't make this up. I've received probably 1,000 text messages from the Sherrod Brown's campaign, none of which I've ever responded to, and they keep sending them. RFK Jr. seeking legal action, apparently hired Jeff Bezos' security secretary because Olivia Nuzzi trying to create a scandal. Nuzzi the Hutsy trying to bring down RFK. The U.S. job market signals hard landing ahead, warns economist Danielle DiMartino Booth. It's not looking good. U.S. Commission warns, you ready for this? That we're not ready for the largest threat of war in the last 80 years. Isn't that comforting? I got to ask all you Harris people, if any of you are watching, name one solution or one problem that the Harris-Biden administration solved. Meanwhile, the Harris campaign is being silent about her 2019 promise to grant full citizenship to 2 million dreamers. Why? Because Trump's way ahead of her on the border issue. All right, Trump threatens John Deere with 200% tariffs if they threaten to move. Does everybody forget that when Trump was president, what he did? He threatened auto manufacturers, everybody. He kept GM and auto plants in the United States. How can Michigan, Wisconsin, Northwest Ohio not remember this stuff? I think they will. All right, video surfaces of Kamala Harris chanting down with deportation in a 2018 parade. By the way, majority Americans support deportation. All right, Trump hits the campaign trail in Indiana and Pennsylvania. I don't know why he went to Indiana, but oh well. All right, Trump's to address the tax code in U.S. manufacturing in Savannah, Georgia today. Georgia's a great place for him to campaign. Trump surprises a Pennsylvania mom of 3 with $100. I think that was probably impromptu and pretty good. Her bill was like $194, and he gave her $100 to help out. That scene of Trump going in a grocery store with reporters, with people following him, and given that is gold. That's political gold right there. All right, threat of a dock worker strike. I listened to this on Fox News yesterday. It's kind of wild. Could lead to empty fruit aisles like bananas and everything else. Apparently, if these dock workers strike, there's like 45,000 of them, the ports are going to be even worse than they already are. Right, they're smart. They decide to strike when? Right before Christmas season. They're pretty smart. Trump Jr. claims Kamala's DOJ, complains about Kamala's DOJ, not DOJ, over the release of the Routh letter. What's the Routh letter? This guy says, after the assassination tip, says, I'm sorry he failed. I'll give $150,000 to anybody who finishes the job. A bounty. The Department of Justice releases the person who tried to assassinate Trump's bounty letter. You can't make it up. Senator J.D. Vance highlights Kamala Harris's 92% staff turnover as evidence of incompetence, unfitness. The word's out there, folks. She is a winch to work for. You hear what when she was Attorney General, they said that if you spoke to her, you had to stand up. Sabrina, you stand up when you speak to me. You believe that, Sabrina? Isn't that awful? Last full-size Kmart. I grew up on Kmart in Erlanger. Did you, Tara, did you ever shop at a Kmart? Yeah, everybody shopped at a Kmart. Guess what? Continental U.S. is to close. The final Kmart in October. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has her day. Check out Eric Deters Show every single day. Remember, we wind them all together. Coming up next, local news. Ladies and gentlemen, American jury, welcome to Eric Deters Local News. Joshua Harmon was sentenced to 20 years for the attempted murder in Northern Kentucky house explosion plot. Would have killed his wife, and 3 kids. Sad. 20 years sounds about right. Debra Hembree Lambert, the ex-wife of Joe Lambert, who's the former Chief Justice of the Kentucky Supreme Court, is now the first female Chief Justice of the Kentucky Supreme Court. Wow, what an accomplishment. I'm hopeful. Kentucky Representative Daniel Grossberg is banned from Democratic Party events amid his harassment allegations. He's persona non grata. Don't come around, they're telling him. Attorney General Russell Coleman's to speak at the Northern Kentucky Chamber's Government Forum on October 9th. I might go to that. In level 1 drought, not level 2, not level 3, it's level 1 time. Drought throughout every single county in the state of Kentucky. You know, the level 1 me, I already know is a drought. But we're going to have rain all this week. My mower's in the shop. My grass is going to be a hayfield, but I'll get through it. Coming up next, Jamie Spinley's World News.
Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing great. The latest world headlines. Israeli airstrikes targeting Hezbollah in southern Lebanon continued overnight. Thousands of residents fled the region with intensifying violence. Yesterday, Lebanon's health ministry reported that 496 people have been killed so far, marking the deadliest day for the country since the end of the civil war in 1990. In other news, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky will present a comprehensive plan for victory in the war against Russia during his upcoming visit to the United States of America. He is scheduled to discuss the plan with the President, Congress, and both presidential candidates, Democrat Kamala Harris and Republican Donald Trump. And the Senegalese military discovered a boat with at least 30 decomposing bodies drifting 70 miles off the coast of Dakar. A Navy patrol was dispatched after receiving a report about the boat on Monday evening, confirming the grim discovery. You're up to date on the world news. Coming up next, Sports Without Boundaries.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. Reds fired manager David Bell. A day ago, we reported that. Now they fired infield coach Jeff Pickler. Bengals legends Tim Krumrie and Corey Dillon were inducted in the Ring of Honor. Congratulations, guys. The Commanders defeated the Bengals 38-33 last night. We're now 0-3. Can we still make the playoffs? I think we can. But, man, that was another tough loss at home. The Bills dominated the Jaguars 47-10 last night. Today, the Reds were off. Today, the Reds play the Guardians. Go Reds. Coming up next, Bulldogs Pop Culture. Welcome to Pop Culture. 2 stories. Diddy's longtime PR strategist, Nathalie Moore, resigned amid ongoing investigations. You know why? She's like, I can't spin this anymore. There's no more spinning this, Diddy. This guy is one sick, gross human being. All right, this is my favorite story in pop culture. See these people pictured there? You can't make this up. These are identical twins, Brittany and Brianna, married identical twin brothers, Josh and Jeremy Salyers. Now, this is where it gets weird. These 2 gals always dreamed of marrying identical twins. They did. They both have boys. You ready for the drum roll? They live in the same house. That's creepy. Somebody asked them if they've ever swapped, and they said no. Well, how the hell would you know? I guess a woman would know. But I'm telling you right now, that's kind of creepy, isn't it? Living under the same house. A little too much closeness. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. I hope today is yours.